All right, everybody, welcome back. So today, we're diving into something pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Called
deep.
Lluvia Sólida. I was thinking about it like solid rain.
Yeah.
Solid rain. So we found this, and we thought we'd take a deep dive into it. What do we think?
Yeah, I mean, saving 90% of water, I think that's a pretty big deal these days.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, especially with the way things are going with water.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, we all got to be more mindful, right?
Yeah, well, we are facing a global water crisis right now.
Yeah, that's right.
And finding sustainable solutions is, top priority.
Exactly. Okay, so Lluvia Sólida, solid rain. What is it?
So it's basically these,
From what I've read, it's like these little tiny granules, right?
yeah, kind of imagine little bits of sand, but they're potassium-based.
Right, and here's the kicker.
Yeah.
They're non-toxic,
Right.
biodegradable,
Exactly.
and they don't just dissolve in water.
No. It's much more interesting than that.
Okay, so tell me, how does it actually work?
So these little granules, when they come into contact with water, they transform into this gel.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and get this, the gel can hold like 400 times its weight in water.
No way. So it's like
It's crazy.
it's like these little tiny water balloons, basically.
Yeah, tiny reservoirs right there at the root of your plants.
Okay, so you're telling me I sprinkle these things around my plants, and they basically have a built-in water supply.
Pretty much. You just put them at the root, and then as the plant needs water, it draws it from the gel.
So it's like a slow release, right?
Exactly. It just releases it nice and slow over weeks.
Wow. And then when they're done, the granules like shrink back down.
Yeah, they go back to their original form.
And you can reuse them.
Yeah, you can rehydrate them for up to 7 years.
7 years. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff.
Okay, so this is blowing my mind. So it saves water. It's super easy to use. Lasts forever. It sounds almost too good to be true, right?
Well, it's definitely a game changer, but like with anything, there might be a few things to consider.
Okay, like what?
Well, the initial cost could be a bit higher than, say, your regular watering can.
Right. But I mean, you're saving so much water in the long run.
Exactly. And it lasts for 7 years.
Okay, so that kind of balances out. Then what about the environmental impact? I mean, aside from the water saving, obviously.
Well, they say the production process is pretty eco-friendly, potassium-based, naturally sourced.
Yeah.
They try to keep waste and emissions down. But I think more studies on the full life cycle impact, from beginning to end, would be good.
Yeah, totally agree. Okay, so it saves water, easy to use, works for pretty much any plant, lasts for years, probably good for the environment.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything?
Well, I think it's important to highlight that this is a Mexican invention.
Oh, that's right.
A homegrown solution for a global problem.
That's amazing. It's like proof that innovation can come from anywhere.
Exactly. And, you mentioned earlier the original Lluvia Sólida.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Well, like with anything that's successful, there are always going to be people trying to, copy it.
Knockoffs, yeah.
Exactly. And while they might seem tempting, because they're maybe cheaper,
Right.
you really do want to make sure you're getting the original Lluvia Sólida.
Right, because that's the one that's been tested. And
Exactly. It's been refined,
Yeah.
They know it works.
So listeners, if you're serious about saving water, making your life easier, and, doing your part for the planet.
Definitely check out Lluvia Sólida La Original.
That's right. Original. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I have a question for our listeners.
Ooh, I like it. Go ahead.
Imagine if this stuff, this Lluvia Sólida, was like everywhere. What kind of impact would that have on our water situation globally?
That's a great question.
And what other cool innovations are out there waiting to be discovered, right?
So many possibilities.
All right, everyone. That's it for our deep dive on Lluvia Sólida. Until next time, stay curious.
Bye.
See ya.